Okay. All right, ask ourselves, what does this hand do? This is probably a keep, right? It's got a Duress and a Brainstorm in it. My house is super cheap. I live in the middle of nowhere, so like my house is a very, very generous property size. Actually, I don't know how big my property is, but like, you know, when you live in cornfield, square footage is cheap. TLDR. I think I want to start on the Duress here. Spell Pierce. Alright, sure. No soup for us. That does make this Cabal Therapy worse. Could be Port Miracles. Could be some kind of Esper Mentor deck. Thoughtseize. That's rude. Probably gonna lose this Brainstorm here and be very, very sad about my life. No, they're looking like the Esper Mentor deck. A rural home. I'm not quite in the middle of nowhere. I'm not like Chicago size, but look up Bloomington Normal in Illinois. It's a sizable area. It's surrounded by cornfields outside of it, but we got like a little metropolis area. And no, my house is very old. It's built in the 70s. I am such a skilled magician. We use Infernal Tutor for another Dark Ritual here. I feel like I Infernal Tutor. This is Tess for those wondering. This is not I feel like I just want to tutor for a Dark Ritual here. Yeah, opponent could be playing. We don't know exactly what they're playing yet. This is game one. They could be Stoneblade, could be some kind of Mentor deck list. Balls. And Esper Fair deck probably means that Empty's not super stellar because they likely have Batterskull. I guess there's no guarantee that they have Batterskull. Death Ray Summon. Okay, that's fine. If we can dodge like Spell Pierce, we might be okay. Another Dark Ritual. Well then. I think we're just like making goblins here. If they have a Spell Pierce, they'd probably... If my opponent has a Spell Pierce, I would Spell Pierce this. I have Cook's website open. Yeah, it looks like they have another Spell Pierce or a Flusterstorm. Unfortunate. I've had a lot of disruption in this game. To pass the turn here. Hey! Juicy 2 with the brand new $4.99 a month subscription. Thank you very much and welcome. I do appreciate it. Yeah, there's a Badlands in the deck. That's a Stoneforge Mystic. I guess I have this Cabal Therapy. Right, speaking of, there's a Badlands. I guess I just play this, and I think I'm just naming Batterskull, right? That's cute. Okay. So, huh. Just name like Spell Pierce here at this point, or Force of Will. I've got a Bayou. I've got a Bayou in the board right now. Yeah. I'm gonna name Force of Will here. They could have a blue card. They definitely don't have Batterskull. Yeah, Force Brainstorm, sweet. All right, well, I think we just do stuff now, right? So if I could Dark Ritual up to 3, and then I can tutor for another Dark Ritual, and then Dark Ritual to 3, and then Dark Ritual to 5, and then empty. I think I just want to do that. Might be wrong. And we just get to stare at each other for a little bit here. I hate to sacrifice one of these goblins to flashback the therapy and take their brainstorm away. It's on your screen. Click the Decklist thing. They're not cracking their fetch to brainstorm in response because they put Batterskull on top of their deck. You would Warrens and leave the tutor in hand? That's interesting. Yeah, I could see that. I think we're in a pretty bad spot regardless. Like opponent had Thought Seize and a double Spell Pierce, so I think regardless of what we do here, we're pretty much not favored. Alright, hang out for a few turns. There's no reason to attack here. Yeah, but they can literally find the information section. They can type !deck in chat. God helps those that help themselves. There are a lot of tools for them to help themselves here. So just Stream Decker posts links in chat, so it does work in a way. Tutor for Wish next turn, huh? Who do you think is the best? I think all of the 4-color Leovold lists are shitty Delver decks, so I think they're all bad. Hey, Ryvik. Afternoon or evening, wherever you're at. Jace. What a tilt. Probably not beating a Jace. Winning against Stoneblade. Does it cut Chrome Mox and bring in removal? Interesting. Well, I can just attack this Jace, right? So I need to attack this with 8 goblins, which means I can leave enough back, right? All of these, attack Jace, pull 1 back, pull 2 back. We're gonna hold this land in our hand for now, so we can brainstorm it back later. I just put 4 of these on here. By 4, I mean 5 in case they drew a plow. Actually, what I think there should be a ban on is snobby legacy players that want to make the game more inaccessible by naming their deck list complicated and awkward things. Using names like Abzan and Temur are more descriptive and they're more useful and friendly to new players. And if you want your format to not die in this awful burning blaze, you should encourage people using descriptive names for their deck lists. Like, calling something check pile is miserable. Like, that's not descriptive in the slightest. Calling it 4-color control is fantastic. And I get it. There's going to be this small group of elitists that just like, this is for the best. This is what I want it to be. This is what we've always called it. Don't call it something else, no. But you make the game and your format inaccessible by doing that and naming your deck like that. I get it, bah humbug, we hate things, we want things to never change, but like... calling this deck the Epic Storm and Ad Nauseam Tendrils, like, those are both good deck names, right? Like, using the acronyms probably not fantastic, but like, if you put the Epic Storm on stream, it like describes what the deck does. So yes, I would say calling the deck the Epic Storm is good. It is a reasonable way to name a Magic deck. Oh, what am I hiding here? Probably showing them Duress Ponder. I maybe want to hide Ponder, show them Rite of Flame Duress. No, I want to keep the Brainstorm, I think. So now I can put these two back. I can cast this Ponder and probably shuffle. I guess I could grab the Delta and then Ponder again this turn. I think I need a bit more critical mass than that. Alright, we got the Delta anyways. People hate change. I think if you're okay with calling something Grixis, you should be okay with calling something Temur and the other ones. That's my 2 pence. Alright, I'm just gonna concede this game and move on to the next one here. Tron's a great example of a bad deck name. I agree with that assessment. Tron is a good example of a bad deck name. Alright, I think we're just doing this. We're doing this. Just bringing in these. Maybe I don't want all of these Abrupt Decays. Bring in 2 and a Bayou. You want to use Leovold and Legacy? I'm not actually sure what the best Leovold list specifically is. Probably shoving it into a Delver shell is fine. Although I do think, again, the Sultai Delver list is worse than Grixis Delver. I think Grixis Delver is the best deck in Legacy by a pretty significant margin. Rug is more descriptive than Temur. Maybe, but like, there are a bunch of people that hate the names like Temur and Abzan, but like love the names like Grixis and Naya, and like, that feels like awkward to me. I think calling the deck robots is more descriptive. Robots are artifacts. I think affinity, calling a deck affinity that doesn't have any affinity cards in it is kind of silly. I call affinity deck robots. Robots is a better name than affinity because the deck doesn't have any cards with the word affinity on it in them. What does this hand do? Hand does a whole lot of nothing, right? It's like multiple Burning Wishes and a Infernal Tutor. Looks like I'm supposed to mulligan that. Tane seems okay. Scry. Duress seems like a fine keep.
No, my turn.
What you working with, opponent? Man, double discard. That's gross. And Toxic Deluge. Man, huh. Well, get ready for a slog. And this is why, like, people talk about decks like this being better than, like, the cheese decks that we've been playing, but, like, if my opponent kept a handful of discard against the Spanish Inquisition, we would just, like, kill them on our first turn, right? Like, this hand's not keepable for them. Whereas, like, this deck's slower, so it's more, my opponent has more chances to disrupt us. That is Declan up there, yep. Yep. Yeah, you're obnoxious. I love you, tiny obnoxious boy. Probably losing our ponder here. Yeah. I like taking the ponder there as the opponent. Pretty good line. What's the best cheese them out deck in Legacy, in my opinion? I really like the Spanish Inquisition deck we've been playing. The list we finished with yesterday, I think, is very, very reasonable. Spanish Inquisition, great example of a terrible deck name. You want to talk about terrible deck names? Spanish Inquisition, terrible, awful deck name. Go daddy. Am I just killing this Death Ray Shaman? I feel like I just want to kill this Death Ray Shaman. I guess I'm gonna wait because I could play like a Hate Bear this turn, and I'd rather kill a Hate Bear. Help! Somebody send help, I'm being attacked. Yes, you can have some crackers, because you don't just dump them on the floor. Like Declan dumps them on the floor.
I did down.
There you go. Hey, did man in the stream over here? Man up that stream. Why is it called... So, the Vorthos behind why is it called the Spanish Inquisition is because during... I am no history buff, but like... So, like, during the Spanish Inquisition, they would go, like, knocking on doors and ask people questions and, like, take them out if they answered the questions incorrectly. And the Spanish Inquisition asks the question to your opponent, do you have force of will? And when they say no, you kill them. No force, you're dead. No force of will, you're dead. No force of will, you're dead. No force of will, you're dead. You're dead. You're dead. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder why you're so loud. And then I remember that I'm really loud. And this isn't your fault. This is my fault.
Hello? Hey! Hello? Hello?
How am I not deaf yet?
I my eyes.
Alright, we're pretty dead here. Alright, match 1. Not entirely impressed yet. Hopefully we've got 4 more matches, possibly 2 more matches to impress me with this deck. For folks that are asking about the Spanish Inquisition, there are tons of videos, and by tons I mean 3 videos of it on my YouTube channel, and we're certainly going to play with it some more on stream later this week. Jacob is watching his show. You're not picking right now. I know, your life is tough. It's tough being 2. It's tough being 2.
2.
Every. Are you testing me? I feel like you're testing me. Alright. Yeah, 2 shots of the Lion's Eye Diamond here. If we hit an LED, we can kill. Oh, jeez, it's the mirror. It's the mirror. So I don't want to scare anyone here. But Tess wins the mirror 100% of the time. 100% of the time, Tess wins the mirror. It's Brainstorm. What's my opponent gonna do next turn? Can my opponent kill us? Can I Brainstorm here? If I have a good Brainstorm, they could die, right? I need LED plus Petal or Chrome Mox. I'm gonna Brainstorm. Let's go for it. I'm not playing this deck to not go for it, right? I guess I could also just hit like a pile of rituals and stuff, right? It's kind of a tilt. We get to Ad Nauseam next turn, so that's nice. So put back that and that. Pass the turn. Next turn we'll just go Rit Ad Nauseam, hopefully kill them. Yeah, but the Spanish Inquisition gets to draw a bunch of cards. And I'm a big fan of drawing a bunch of cards. Look, I don't fault anyone for muting the stream. Look, if I could mute them in real life, I probably would. They're very loud. Oh, you want to change the show? Alright, fine. I will put Power Rangers on for you. You want Goes? Okay, get down. God, you're such a tiny klutz. 2-year-olds are like tiny drunks, for those that aren't familiar. You want Goes? No. Put on Rescue Bots. That's when it's a fan favorite. Get some bots. We should repeat this. Yes. 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 Hey, LED. Alright, they should be dead. Alright, I believe my opponent has died. My opponent has also realized that they have died. Why am I supposed to tutor for a ritual? That doesn't actually net us any mana. I'm not going to need help generating Storm post Ad Nauseam. How am I supposed to board the mirror? -1 empty, +1 tendrils. Okay. They are drunk midgets. I concur with that. I love you, toddler turd. Nom 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 nom. It seems good, right? Doesn't have any disruption in it, but like it's got some go power. Potentially Brainstorm on one off of a Chrome Mox and like get some stuff going. You can get some stuff going over here. Crazy hair, don't care. I mean, like, I didn't pay attention in school for a long time and I turned out okay. As someone who failed freshman algebra in high school and now has a master's degree in mathematics, it'll work itself out. It'll work itself out. So take a peekaboo over here. See what you got. What you got, opponent?
I got.
Whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of nothing going on. Burning Wish. You want to do some stuff? I feel like I want to do some stuff. Oh my. I could probably empty for a bunch here, right? It's probably not good enough. How aggressive is brainstorming here? So I could brainstorm, and then I have 1, 2, 5 mana left over afterwards. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Let's do it. See what we get. I kill people on turn 1. That asking so much. Sand probably doesn't do that now. Ponder first. No, I want to put the ponder under here so I can brainstorm and then fetch. Yeah, Dark Petition's kind of expensive though. And put these 2 back. I'm gonna put this out. I'm gonna cast this LED. It nukes us a storm count, but it protects it from a discard spell later. There's an Island that we knew about. Your ponder for the turn. You want more? The last pack of crackers I have down here. Hello, toddler. How are you? Have some crackers.
A pee-pee.
I think I want to crack this fetch, because there's a bunch of lands on top of my deck right now. We'll probably draw a land in like our draw step plus these 2 draws next turn. Opponent chose not to shuffle. Stop on my turn here. All right. Do we have a lethal combination of cards here? Probably not. So I could throw these Burning Wishes back, and then I could cast this Ponder. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll put these back for now, cast this Ponder. Find. Storm is 2. Another LED. That lets us Ad Nauseam, right? This lets us draw this, and then we go this, ritual, LED, LED. That's 9. Yeah, so that's, we'll go put these back. Don't shuffle. Guess this. I can even Duress just to make sure they don't have something weird like Flusterstorm. Crack for black. Crack for red, probably. Oh, I can just grab another tutor and then Tendrils kill them, right? Storm is 7, so next tutor is 8, and then Tendrils is lethal. Yeah. Since we cast the Duress like a professional. Look at that, we figured it out. Sweet, 1 and 1, look at that. Like I said, Tess wins the mirror 100% of the time. I'd just like to say good morning, afternoon, and good night to everyone, wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your day here with us. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a TCG player and content producer, and we're poking around with the Epic Storm, or Tess for short, in Legacy this afternoon. If you're enjoying what you see, please hit that follow button. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps other people find my stuff. If you're really enjoying what you see, please consider subscribing on Twitch or becoming a patron on Patreon. Those both support myself financially directly, so I can spend more time doing stuff like this and less time doing other things. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com will have to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you. If you go to Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on all of your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkedGaming.com will help you customize your gaming experience. Using promo code Jeff12, you can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, and sleeves with them. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of custom artwork that they have on their website. And finally, SpareDeck.com. They offer kind of a unique service. They will rent you any physical, standard, or modern deck. You can rent a deck for a weekend or up to an entire month there with them. This ain't keepable. This is why cantrips are so difficult to play, right? It's like, these cards could be anything. They could be what I need, or they could not be what I need. I feel like this is probably fine, right? I get to, like, ponder into Brainstorm. It's like Brainstorm blue mana, snap it off. Alright. Get on a ponder here. Looking for, like, rituals and LEDs at this point, right? Alright. That's a ritual. Chrome Mox is okay, too. Pass the turn here. No idea why there's a Grapeshot. Copy and paste to the deck list. Brian Cook plays a Grapeshot in his sideboard. And Brian Cook is far smarter than I am, so I'm gonna trust his judgment. Use your words, Janice. If you're just gonna tell me I'm wrong, I'm gonna mute you in chat. If you're gonna use your words and say this is a mulligan because, and then use your words like an adult, I would appreciate that. However, if you're not going to use your words, you don't need to be in chat. It's really weird. We're not likely to kill them this turn, right? So I'm just gonna go Bloodstained Mire pass here, I think. I guess I could hit a Duress, right? Well, those are cards I'm interested in playing. Could we go for stuff here? So I could put these two lands back, and then I can go Rite of Flame is 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6. That doesn't actually do anything, right? Nope, you're not allowed to play with my headset, buddy, sorry. That's not enough mana, right? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're definitely putting these back, but I don't think we can actually do anything this turn. Right? I guess I could just empty. Storm is 1. That would be 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, empty. Yeah, empty's probably fine. Let's do it. I'm gonna lose to a Daze. Oh, okay. Alright, 12 goblins. This is what I've got, opponent. These are my gobos. Do with them as you will. Yeah, but like, are we more likely to win this game as it goes longer? Is the question you want to ask yourself. Like, they could have had a lot of stuff to disrupt us there, but it's like, are the odds getting better? This is game 1, so opponent like has less disruption in their deck and more cards like Fatal Push, so I think that was a fine find chance to push there. Grafe, yeah. We losing this race now? I hit them to 6. I have 6. Or I hit them to 3. I have 6 guys left. Let's ponder. Ritual, Ad Nauseam. That's pretty good. So next turn I just go like Petal, Ritual, Ad Nauseam. Do I want to ship here? Do I want to attack with all my guys? If my opponent has any removal spell, I get into trouble. I almost feel like I want to pump the brakes for a turn because I have this Ad Nauseam, right? Yeah, let's attack. I don't have removal, they're dead. All right. This Death Ray doesn't drain us because it requires cracking a fetch land. Oop, whoop, another blocker. Yep. Alright, this should be plenty lethal now, right? Should be plenty lethal. Probe you. Yep. Seen enough, good clean living, yep. Soulside Delver, minus Burning Wish. Alright, so we just bring in 2 empties and a Cabal Therapy. Makes sense, just like go off with fast empty soon. So let's cut a Tutor, cut a Burning Wish, cut a Ponder. Makes sense. Hey! Declan. I think I want a therapy and name him to Torok here. Does anyone hate that? I think I want a therapy and name him to Torok. Wow, that's a lot of cards that aren't him to Torok. That's a lot of cards that are not good for us that are not him to Torok. That is unfortunate. The good news is, opponent doesn't have a ton of pressure, so we're going to like hang tight for a little bit here. Yep. Oh geez, if we draw like a ritual here, that'd be pretty good. Duress is not bad. Hey, you need to calm down, dude. I have 2 brothers, actually, for whoever asked that question. I think we just take the invasive surgery here, right? Save Snare, Leovold Days. Another land. So I don't want to correct these fetches. So I don't want them to cast Leovold if they draw a non-fetch. Part of me kind of wants to like play this Chrome Mox and print this Burning Wish and like cast Infernal Tutor. Or do I want to like crack a fetch land and then cast Infernal Tutor? Maybe I just want to crack a fetch land and cast Infernal Tutor. I'm gonna do that actually. This gives them an extra mana off of these for a turn, but I think this is fine. And like if they don't snare this, the next turn I could go like Mox, Petal, Petal, empty. That's probably not enough though, right? They have Daze, Leovold left in hand. Yep. They probably want to take a piece of mana here, right? Declan, why are you crying so much? Why are we complaining, complainer? Why are we complaining, complainer? They took my empty. Okay. There isn't a therapy in our sideboard. Why are we playing Bad Belcher? It's a question I ask myself frequently. Alright, what's in our sideboard? Oh man, I could Burning Wish for this Ponder? Is that real?
Son.
Burning Wish for Ponder can't possibly be real, right? How do we feel about Burning Wishing for this Massacre? Is that real? I feel like Burning Wish for Massacre is not completely unrealistic. So I can't cast this for free because I don't control planes. But like next turn I can like use this Petal and this Chrome Mox to like Massacre through a Daze. Massacre is the cool play, right? The problem is they hit a land here and they get to cast their Leovold. I'm gonna be in trouble. Yeah. This line is not good against Leovold. So if they would have bricked for one more turn, this play would have been much better, but we didn't really have a lot going on. I think the other line was like go get Ponder there. Declan, you need to go sit down. Keep this. Maybe this ain't as bad. Like, you're supposed to play this version of this deck because like it's better against these disruptive decks, but like these matches feel like just as hopeless with this deck as they feel with like the Belcher deck. So like, I don't know if I believe. Alright, does this do anything? 1, 2, 3, now I'm gonna be short. I'm glad you're excited, Jacob. Oh, you know what? I'm probably supposed to hide the Brainstorm there. I think I messed up. Children screaming, not thinking. I think I'm supposed to play the Brainstorm there. Yeah, should have hit the Brainstorm there. Okay, so we're gonna daze my Brainstorm next turn then. I'm gonna cast this now so they can't daze my Brainstorm. If they want to force it, that's fine. That's really unfortunate. Alright, I guess we're just passing in. Once again, not hiding the Brainstorm. Yeah, I thought I was gonna play it out again, but you're right. I should have hit this again. Alright, just finally let me do stuff. Almost. No, right, this is fine, right? I get to Cabal Therapy, check and make sure the coast is clear, and then go fetch Ritual Petal empty because they're going to Brainstorm in response to my therapy. Alright, yeah, so I'm going to put these two back. I'm going to go ahead and cast Cabal Therapy, targeting you. Opponent has forced Brainstorm in their hand. Playing Daze. Yeah, that's fine, right? Oh, you know what? Yeah, this is fine. Pass here. All I can do is laugh and turn the volume down. Yep. I appreciate all y'all that hang out through it. I mean, I know they're loud. They're here. Am I getting another blue source here? Yeah, almost certainly, right? Yeah. Let's get another Underground Sea. Just want to have Fetch while they don't have Stifle up, just in case they have Stifle. The Sultai variations of Delver don't usually have Stifle, but I know I'm fetching, so I might as well fetch now while they don't have Stifle up. So we're hoping to draw a discard spell here, so we can go discard into Petal Ritual empty. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done a stream in the afternoons. Which, this is a good example of why I don't often do afternoon streams anymore. I want them to force this Dark Ritual. I want them to force this, so that way I can play this land and get an extra storm count. Because this adds to my storm count here. So now I can go land empty for 8 goblins. May or may not be enough. Guess they have a daze here, they can cut us off at 2 of these. Just have another force, okay. So I get 6 goblins on 14 health versus Deathrite Shaman and 2 cards. God, why? Why is this card a 1/2? Why does it have 2 points of defense? Why does it have 2 points of defense? Hit you for 4, hit you for 2, hit you for nothing. So this is no longer enough goblins. If that was Crowstorm, we'd have 3 evasive power right now and we'd beat him down. Just get him. There's so many things that could have been done to make this card reasonable. Less unreasonable. Like, small changes that make it worse while still leaving it busted and just like, ugh. Mark Rosewater is a douche. I've never met Mark Rosewater personally, so I can't speak to him being good, bad, or otherwise. And again, like, this deck feels like it has a little bit more play against these blue decks, but ultimately the result is mostly the same, right? You just, like, get hosed playing these Storm-esque decks. I feel like I'd rather play a Storm deck and try and steal a win with something like Spanish Inquisition, as opposed to like this, where like we're like trying to slog through and play a longer game. It just doesn't feel good. Does not feel good. We're now 1 and 2. We won a mirror match. The mark next to the avatar is something new in the Magic Online update for today. It shows up to let you know that you have a visual indicator when you're auto-passing priority. I don't actually think lands is a strong favorite against a well-built Grixis Delver deck. A well-built Grixis Delver deck is going to have Surgical Extractions and Diabolic Edicts in the board. And I think if you have Surgical Extractions and Diabolic Edicts, you're actually not that much of a dog against lands, while also just being the best deck in the format. I might play an SI League to wash this deck out of my mouth. Might play an SI League. I don't know. We'll see. Hey, look, another Storm Mirror. I'm pretty sure Tess is favored against Ant since we combo faster a little bit more consistently. But Karn Father, I can't spend my own money to play Modern. Jed, I just can't do it. It's against my beliefs. Double Therapy, Infernal Tutor. So they are playing Ant. Reign of Filth is an Ant thing. Let's cast Cabal Therapy here, probably. Like therapy, their therapies, yo dog. Now the Tron deck's not good against Delver either. Everything is bad against Delver. It's all bad.
Are you a tiny monkey? A tiny monkey?
Yeah, I get it. You're adorable. I do play Delver Brimman. When I am playing Legacy with the goal of winning at Magic, I play Delver. Are we dead? If they hit mana, we might actually just be dead here because I took their therapies away. Oh, they're just playing that out? God bless. Oh, this line is sweet. This is my favorite line. So we get to go... Declan. Don't be a turd, dude. So we get to put the Ad Nauseam back on top of our deck, and then we get to probe and crack LEDs in response to the probe. Yeah. They should be dead here, right? So I'm gonna put back this land and then the Ad Nauseam. I'm gonna go Petal, LED, Dark Ritual, hold down Control, cast Probe, crack this for black, crack this for blue. It doesn't really matter. Alright. They're dead, right? Storm is 7. Yeah, so I can be done. Let's go. Cast a thing. Cast a thing. Cast a thing. I needed red from the other. That's fine. I hit a Lotus Petal like a lucker. No, I had a land too. I haven't played a land yet for the turn. This is turn 2. So like, I knew I had access to all my colors of mana. Just for what it's worth. I knew there was a land on top of my deck. So I'm not just an idiot. I know I realize I'm mostly an idiot, but like, what if I just take all my opponent's cards away while we're here? Is that legal? Can I just like take all their toys away? They're not conceding, so I'm gonna take away all their toys. Grapeshot them? Can I Grapeshot them? I feel like I don't have enough to do that. How much mana do I have just to like send a message? Can I have enough mana to Grapeshot them? So this makes black mana. This means I have 4, 10. No, I'm just gonna. All right, let's hold down control. Let's not be them anymore. I took all their cards away. There's no need to Grapeshot them. There's no There's no need to Grapeshot them. Alright, alright. We probably could have Grapeshotted them there if I would have thought about it. But for now, let's just Tendrils them. Oh, I could have passed in Flames. Oh man, I should have passed in Flames. That's 10 out of 10 what should have happened, and then Grapeshotted them. Yeah. I could have passed in Flames, made a bunch more mana. That was gonna be a really straightforward way to get them. Yep. Tilt. Alright. Alright, well, I'm pretty sure I'm the best Storm player on Magic Online since we're winning all of our Storm Mirror matches today. That's what makes us the best Storm player on Magic Online, right? If we beat all of the other Storm players, we then become the best by default. You need to board an Infernal Tutor. That's not what the sideboard guide says. The sideboard guide doesn't say to do that. And I'm going to assume Brian Cook is smarter than I am, so I'm going to do what he said. Hand has Probe Therapy, mana, other things. All hail the sideboard guide. Yep, when you don't know what you're doing with the deck, you should assume people that have played it before you are smarter than you and know what they're talking about, and you should listen to them. Am I dead? Oh, this is just a Duress, sure. That's pretty good against Duress. They have 3 cards left, and they chose to shuffle their Ponder. They are in a lot of trouble. They probably want to take my Brainstorm here, actually, right? My Brainstorm or my Therapy, one of the two. Arian's like Dece plus. Sideboard guide. theepicstorm.com/sideboarding-guide. You took my probe away. That was rude. It's a very rude opponent. Alright, so I just like blind name a 4 of here. Let's go. Never not Brainstorm. Swing and a miss. Alright. Echoing Truth. For tokens. Cute. The therapy of their own. So they don't know about my Burning Wish. They drew Ponder, sure. I stream fairly regularly, Pinky. This is not one of my normal stream slots. Normally we're streaming this time slot on Fridays, but not on Wednesdays. Just doing some extra slots here and there while making up for the week off I had last week. Big old thanks to all the people that subbed and resubbed through the break period. Chose not to shuffle starting at Therapy, probably lose our Ritual or our Brainstorm here. Hey, make sure to follow me on Twitch and Twitter for notifications of when I go live. I always post about it. Themes, Brainstorm, yep. So they have Preordained Echoing Truth in their hand. Not a particularly strong hand. Cabal Therapy of my own. Alright, so we're just taking the Preordain away, right? You have an Echoing Truth left. Not sure why they boarded an Echoing Truth. I guess because they're really afraid of goblins. We are a very good empty deck. Another discard spell. Tilt. Nobody gets anything nice. I mean, like, we have 2 pieces of mana in our hand and they have nothing, so, like, we're definitely up here. Alright. Waiting for a tutor. It's a pretty good one. Let's them get rid of this blank echoing truth here. Yep, I agree. Alright, looking for a tutor, And again, we're not cracking this fetch line because the thinning is a minuscule percentage, and the fetch line has a lot of value should we draw Brainstorm. Stack to use it Inferno Titan and to be in Vintage. I concur. Everything's better with Inferno Titan. Oh, that'll do, pig. That'll do. One more piece of mana, right? That'll be lethal. No. We are the Storm Masters here. So probe them just to make sure there's nothing scary. LED, Cabal Ritual, yep. Now we pass in flames. Do we pass in flames to prove a point? Do I have enough rituals in there to pass in flames? I actually don't think I drew enough rituals to make that very good, right? No, I have plenty. I have all these LEDs. Alright, they're not conceding. Should we Grapeshot for style, chat? Do we Grapeshot for style points? Oh, I should have Infernal Tutored for an LED before playing them all out, right? What should have happened? Do it, the swag shot. Chrome Mox, Infernal Tutor. Yep, Chrome Mox adds the storm count. So, Duress you, take one of your cards. Duress you, take one of your cards. This, cast Burning Wish. I don't even need red mana, make black mana, make blue mana. This is Grapeshot. This is literally just like Grapeshot you without even needing to pass in flames, right? Should we see how high we can get the storm count? Who wants to see how high we can get the storm count? I want to see how high we can get the storm count. All right, max storm count, please. Yep, I concur. Rite of Flame, Rite of Flame, Rite of Flame, Dark Ritual, Dark Ritual. What else? What else can we do in here? There's a Ponder. Oh look, LED makes more mana. Yep, because our hand is our discard pile now, so we can just cast it. This is literally just like make some mana. This is great. This is just like good clean living right here. Shuffle. Oh yeah, Lotus Petal. Sure, why not? Brainstorm. Boop boop. Ponder. Nope. Alright, Cast this dark ritual. There's so much storm. Infernal Tutor, another ritual. Yep. All right, and then there's another Infernal Tutor in here, right? Oh yeah, Infernal Tutor. There's a Burning Wish in here, right? We'll kill them with Burning Wish at some point. Alright, I'm gonna stop. No, I'm not gonna stop playing my food. Let's do this. Boop, 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 boop. Storm count is 41. Storm count is 41. Oh, there's the Tendrils right there. That's funny. Yeah, shuffle. I'd like to use Burning Wish's ability. Can I make goblins too? Oh yeah, I can make goblins too, right? Oh yeah. Yeah. Alright. 42 spells before that one. Good guy opponent letting us just like sit here and like vigorously jerk off. Storm count is 43. In before the Bodo crash. Alright, I'll kill them. It's sad, I'll stop playing with our food. Yes, I'd like to use Burning Wish's ability. I'd like this Grapeshot, please. Someone asked earlier what the Grapeshot was for. This is what the Grapeshot's for. This is what the Grapeshot's for gloating. The Grapeshot's for gloating. It's for the overkill. The stack can't even handle us. We are the King Storm player. We are 2-0 in Storm Mirrors and 0-2 against the field. Should have cast a Massacre than a Grapeshot, right? Alright, let's wrap this league, hopefully with a W and get our fun bucks back. Thank you everyone for hanging out here today. Kicking the tires on Epic Storm here. If only the opponent had kept their Rakdos charm. Now the Grapeshot kills weight class here. Whenever possible, kill with Grapeshot, because it's classy. Classy gentlemen, kill with Grapeshot. The correct play was Massacre and pass. Andrew with the clutch technical advice. Someone send help! Someone send help! I'm being choked. I'm being choked while he's screaming. I hope you all appreciate when I mute the microphone. I still hear it. I still hear it. This hand's a land or a ritualist from turn 1 Ad Nauseam, so I'm gonna keep it. I could see someone mulliganing his hand, but I think on the draw this is fine. This is fine on the draw. Alright. Don't spell pierce me. Don't force me. I'm pretty sure we're just going for stuff here, right?
Yeah. Bye.
Oh man, you know what sucks? The fact that our empty is in our hand.
No.
Means I actually just can't do anything here, right?
I can't.
I can empty, right? Because they forced my writ. So like, I don't have red mana, so I can't Burning Wish for empty. Get a second LED and pray. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not a bad line. I like that actually. You're sitting. Yeah. You can sit there, but you can't touch the keyboard, okay?
Keys?
Keys, yep. You can't touch the keys. No keys. Counterbalance? They're still playing Counterbalance?
No, Ollie.
Holy crap. Snapcaster Mage on top. Alright, well, now I just go off with goblins, right? I put this back, I put this back, I go cast, land, empty. Yeah. It's like hope for no terminus. Goblin sucks against this deck, but things aren't getting better for us. Yeah, I think we're just supposed to like make goblins and hope we don't get terminus. Oh, it puts exclamation points on things that you've auto-yielded to here. That's a great interface improvement. That is a fantastic interface improvement. Credit where credit is due. Look, this is just a Wednesday afternoon. Yeah. You're a turd. I love you, turd, but you're a turd. I think you look a lot like me, Declan. It's because you're fat. You look like me because you're fat. Dad is fat. Don't feel bad. All right. Do I want to get anything? I think we're just passing here, right? I think we're just passing. I don't think I want to Burning Wish for anything. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Portent. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No Terminus, please. No Terminus, please. I wish we had a Goblin War Strike in the board. If we had a Goblin War Strike in the board, they would have died there, right? Let's hope they shuffle. I agree. Opponent shuffled their library. Don't do it to me. Alright, we got one. Alright, how do I board? How do I board against Miracles? Alright, against Miracles, -2 Chrome Mox, minus an empty. Bring in the Tendrils, bring in Abrupt Decays and a Bayou. I'm gonna cut this last Chrome Mox. I'm gonna cut a Ponder here. Yeah, I'm gonna cut a Ponder. Maybe I'm supposed to cut an Infernal Tutor so I can wish for a Tutor. This is the Epic Storm. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put a Tutor in the board and do this. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna cut the Chrome Moxes into Tutor and the empty and bring in these 5. Let's do it. What about this Storm is epic? It has the high, the reasonable turn 1 win percentage. Or he's like cringing and rolling over because I'm like butchering playing this deck. Now they both have pieces of paper and they're putting them near me and hitting me through the piece of paper to listen to the paper make a noise on my back. Just like this is my life. You know, just dead things. Just dead things.
Bye.
I actually think the Pact Inquisition deck has the highest win percentage. Full Metal Adept with the 5-month resubscription. Thank you, and welcome back. I do appreciate it. Free physical therapy, exactly. It's all upside. They're training. Like they've moved off of hitting me and are now hitting the floor. This is a good change for me. What's this hand do? That's probably fine. They're probably keeping a counterbalance hand. We'll just adopt another cat instead of having children. I mean, kids are a lot like cats. They're louder, but similar in a lot of ways. I mean, like, I'm sure my face is a detriment for many to subscribe, so, like, if the kids are a bonus, that's probably good for us. Just gonna name Force of Will here. Maybe Flusterstorm? Another 10 out of 10 on 4 forces, right? Counterbalance, Pyroclasm, Ponder. Man, what a tilt. Double Ponder. Oh, they don't have another blue source. Okay. Alright, so... I mean, that's good for us, right? Like, they don't have a lot going on. The Jace could potentially bury us. That's going to come down on 4. So we want to decay their counterbalance next turn and then untap and hopefully kill them. I mean, Tess does go off with goblins more often than Ant does. So like bringing in cards to kill goblins is not completely unreasonable, especially in these controlling decks that are like trying to go a little bit longer. Ponder. It's okay, it's not great. I think I'd rather decay their counterbalance this turn though, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna decay the counterbalance, then we can ponder next turn. Wish for Past in Flames. Passive Flames really doesn't do anything for me. It's gonna be a little abrupt opponent, I apologize. Trigger. And what year is it? My Abrupt Decay just killed a counterbalance? I don't understand. Oh, that's great. That lets us rid of Jace the Mind Sculptor here. Either Sworn Canonist. That's kind of terrifying. Alright, I'm gonna fetch a Volk and hopefully find a Cabal Therapy here. I guess I could Dark Ritual and then Burning Wish and then Cabal Therapy them. Watching you decay a counterbalance is triggering me, right? Is that too aggressive? Is it wrong to burn both of these cards to kill the Aethersworn Canonist? How do we feel about that? There's only 2 Cabal Therapies left in my deck. Oh, I guess I have Massacre, so I don't really care. Yeah, I'm dumb. I have Massacre. Assuming those 2 cards are going at this point. So I can't cast Massacre this turn. Unfortunately, I've already cast an non-artifact spell. So we have to hope this resolves. If they don't have anything here, we could be in a good spot. You get to go like Massacre into like Ritual Tutor, get Ad Nauseam, like do stuff. No 5th land is actually good for us because it means they can't hard cast Force. They could have just like actual factual counterspell. Yep. So now we need to find one of our 2 Abrupt Decays that are in our deck. I'll be interested to see if they snap the Force on the Ponder next turn. Oh, never actually shuffles, do you, Magic Online? You're a Snapcaster Mage, yep. It's pretty quick luck. So they're just flashing the Snapcaster Mage because they can't flash anything back anyways because of Canonist. Yeah, we're in trouble for sure. We had a couple of turns, but it's going to be hard to generate Storm Count without Ad Nauseam, and we can't really Ad Nauseam without, a higher health total. Fine, I'm getting game 3. This might be a concession probe here, honestly. Might be a take a peek at what's going on over there and then pack it in. Yeah, we have two Abrupt Decays in our deck, Bob. We boarded in 3 of them. They kept the cards on top of their deck here. That's not good for us. Get mana for this. Anything happy with how we boarded? I'm just gonna click submit. I don't think I want Chain of Vapor. Yeah, they have a lot of ways to beat empty. I don't think I want Chain, especially on the play. I think I want to just, like, have a higher probability of, like, actually killing them. Like, I've already got 7 discard and then 3 Abrupt Decay, so, like, I don't want to dilute my deck too much more for my primary game plan of ending the game. Like, I don't want to turn into, like, this awkward combo control deck against the actual control deck. Yeah, it seems pretty good, right? Go see Duress. So take the Force and hope to Brainstorm into some mana to kill them next turn. Hope they don't ponder into another Force. Shuffle, shuffle. So they get 5 looks at a Force here. Chose not to shuffle. That's not good for us. There's the Ad Nauseam. Huh. Well, that's really unfortunate. Do I put, like, Ad Nauseam and Therapy back here? And then, like, Petal Therapy them? And then, like, Ponder next turn to shuffle the Ad Nauseam away while looking for a land, and then Therapy again? I think that's what we're doing. It's not exciting, but I think it's the line. I guess I could Ponder... I could Petal Ponder for a land. That's not bad either. Like, try and hit a black source that way. Yeah, I kind of like that better, actually. Guess this is pretty likely to brick. Maybe I should wait and get the extra looks with it. Wow. So not only did we brick, but they found the Force. They're gonna get to play Counterbalance next turn. Yep, like I said, these decks, they like have these tools to fight these fair decks better, but like the battle just feels like the same hopeless uphill battle that it is when I'm playing the more all-in combo decks. And like these decks are slower on top of like being interactive, right? Fluster Starbot top. Yep. Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it for the afternoon. Thank you everyone for watching. Honestly, so like people that play decks like this, they always like shit talk decks like this Inquisition deck, but I actually really like this Inquisition deck, and the Epic Storm just like last time we played it, it wasn't particularly impressive, and it just like wasn't particularly impressive again. It's like playing these cards that make it slower to give you the illusion that you're like better in these matchups that are bad, but like those matchups still feel really bad. So anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Remember, if you didn't catch all of today's stream, we played Legacy for the last 3 hours or so. I'm gonna hit publish on the Grixis Painter deck list on my YouTube now, and then this video will get uploading shortly. If you didn't catch all of these matches, we played a full league with 5 matches with that deck, so we will be there soon, and then we'll probably be playing more Spanish Inquisition later this week. So peace, folks. I'll catch you around. I'll be live again tomorrow morning with some more Magic the Gathering, so I will catch you then about 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. I kick off.